Absolute massive financial losses reported for Disney. Everything from its Galactic Star Cruiser hotel to the new number. If you had to take a guess, in the last year of movie releases, technically 15 months, but it's 12, it's a year plus 3 months. In the last 15 months, how much money do you think Disney has made on their movies? 100 million, 200 million, 500 million, a billion, 2 billion, 3 billion. You'd think, it's Disney. Every movie they release is some huge, super huge mega blockbuster. Except for they have lost $2 billion. $2 billion on top of their Galactic Star Cruiser hotel losing $2.5 million per room. That and more after a super quick word from this video sponsor. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Meta PCs. Look, you've been around, you know that I've been talking about Meta PCs for a very long time. In fact, it's the primary computer I use. But it's not just because they're a sponsor. It's for so many more reasons. They have fully customizable, configurable PCs and all the hardest to find parts in stock and ready to go. They also have ready to ship PCs ready for you today. Here's a couple reasons why I like Meta PCs. First and foremost, it's veteran ownership. Meta PCs is a veteran-owned business. One of Meta's owners has served both in Afghanistan and Iraq and received a Purple Heart for his service. Meta also employs military veterans in Meta's Operations Center and also provides systems to veterans going back to school to help them re-enter the workforce all across the United States. They offer financing. It has 100% US-based sales and support. And when you receive your PC, it's ready to go right out of the box. So you don't have to get complicated and set things up. You just plug it all in and you're ready to rock. And on top of that, Meta PCs is offering you, my viewer, a huge discount when you use the link in the description or you use promo code TheQuartering. If you use my code at checkout, not only do you save money, but you support my content and a company that will not bow to cancel culture. So maybe you're not ready to pick up a new computer today, but when you are, remember to go to metapcs.com and use promo code TheQuartering to support me and to save money. And everybody wins. Now, Disney to take hit of $2.5 million per room at failed Galactic Star Cruiser hotel. Scrapping the infamous Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser hotel cost Disney $250 million. The company announced in its quarterly earnings call last week, with only 100 rooms, that breaks down to $2.5 million per room for the failed venture. Imagine failing. Just think about this, friends, okay? Imagine this. Just take a journey with me. You have Star Wars. You have a Star Wars themed hotel where people can pay money to feel like they're in Star Wars. And you can't make money. It's absolutely insane to me. The Galactic Star Cruiser Disney World was built as a one-of-a-kind Star Wars experience. Each 2-night booking was meant to feel like boarding a cruise ship in outer space, and guests were given a mission involving characters from the most recent Star Wars trilogy. Well, that's probably part of it. It was a gamble and relatively niche. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Star Wars is relatively niche. But for $4,800 per two-person cabin, the cheapest tier offered, Disney fans complained that it was simply too much for 2 days. In May, barely 1 year since opening, Disney announced they were giving up. Rather than fix it, it was so bad, they just said, forget it. We're bailing. Now, this from yesterday, new report shares the concerning reason why attendance at Disney's theme parks is dropping. They're becoming a ghost town. The happiest place on Earth, seemingly not immune to the challenges of extreme weather. According to Inside the Magic, Disney's attendance has dropped substantially, with some attendees reporting impacts at Disneyland and other parks, with Disney World appearing more like a ghost town than a thriving tourist destination. I mean, look at these pictures. There's nobody there. There's like 6 people at Epcot on a Saturday. If you look at wait times across Disney World today are black compared to each 4th of July going back to 2014. This, if you're looking at wait times, they are at an all-time low, 20 minutes. If you go back to 2017, which is only 6 years before this, it was over 40 minutes wait. I mean, it's absolutely insane. How about this? Revealed the abandoned streaming series that cost Disney $100 million. They blew $105.9 million on Willow and canceled it after 1 season. 1 season. They canceled it and blew $106 million. And by the way, Willow, is a show that never needed to exist, first and foremost. And secondly, it sucked. It was terrible. Now, this from a DisneyDine.com, a website dedicated to reporting on Disney. The Walt Disney Company has had a rough time at the box office for a year and a half. Poor numbers with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Strange World 2022, Lightyear, and others have caused the studio to lose hundreds of millions of dollars with each film. This unfortunate trend for Walt Disney Studios seems to be staying on track with Haunted Mansion. In fact, the film may lose the studio another $225 million, bringing Disney's total to nearly $2 billion in losses at the box office in just 15 months. A full nonstop year of flops. Beginning the year of 2022 was a Lightyear. Walt Disney Studios has yet to turn a profit with any movie they've released in the past 10. The last 10 movies in a row, they have not turned a profit, according to this. It seems like Guardians of the Galaxy did. The list includes Lightyear, Thor: Love and Thunder, Strange World, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, The Little Mermaid, Elemental, Indiana. They lost money on all of these. The cost of all 10 films, including production, marketing, and distribution, is estimated to be a little over $4 billion. However, the total amount the films have brought in approximately $2.31 billion, equaling a overall loss of 1.865. I almost said 8675309. $1.865 billion dollars. Haunted Mansion. I mean, does anybody think? Now, I think that part of this is obviously, it's not, I don't think you can look at all of these and say they were just all terrible movies. I don't know. I didn't see them all. Not all of them were for me, obviously, right? But I think it's fair to say that Disney has a massive spending problem. These movies have massive budgets, and that's a huge part of it. You know, when they can't produce a movie for under $500 million, and which that means that it's going to have to make $750 million just to break even, you know, that's a huge problem in today's economy. Not going to happen. I mean, Barbie's going to make probably $2 billion by the time it's said and done, but that's not a Disney movie. And guess what? That's actually a fresh and original movie. I'm not saying it's any good. I'm just saying at least it's not yet another Marvel film. I mean, $2 billion in movies in the past couple of years, which now leads to the rumor that will not go away. Apple is interested in buying Disney, according to insiders, in a deal that could be worth $160 billion. Get ready for I Marvel, I Star Wars, and I Pixar. No shot. Disney CEO Bob Iger has reignited speculation that he intends to sell the iconic entertainment company to tech giant Apple following last weekend's earnings call. As Iger told shareholders, the company is debating a variety of strategic options for how to deal with the current ownership and old school television network ABC and cable networks like FX and National Geographic. Iger went on further on CNBC, suggesting that in the age of cord cutting, these legacy TV channels may not be core to Disney. That would leave a streamlined Disney holding just the cherished characters and IP that Apple would want for its platforms: Marvel superheroes, Disney princesses, Pixar creations, and the entire Star Wars galaxy. Disney insiders and veteran Hollywood executives think Iger's statements indicate he may be streamlining the House of the Mouse with plans to make exactly such an offer more palatable to both Apple and federal regulators. One senior industry hand put it, "I don't think Apple would buy the company as it presently exists, but if you see Bob start to divest things, that feels like he's prepping for a sale." Both paths come with a treacherous obstacle for Disney, the last according to legal experts and financial experts who spoke with the Hollywood Reporter. If Disney stays independent, it's left to compete in a streaming market against the staggering tech behemoths, each with profitable core businesses outside of their media game, meaning that they'd never make money from content. But if Disney tries to sell, it will face a level of government scrutiny that one legal scholar described as basically walking into a bear trap. It's a given, it's absolute certainty that St. John's University law professor Anthony Sabino said that there would be some talk about Disney merging with somebody else that would be scrutinized to the nth degree by the FTC, by the Department of Justice. I don't care if Apple buys Disney because I don't care about Disney anymore. I actually think Apple TV has some good shows. I think that Ted Lasso is very good. I think that Severance is very good. So maybe they'll actually do something good with IPs. But I mean, this is the natural order of things when you decide getting woke is important and hiring diversity, equity, inclusion officers. I mean, they permanently removed the cartoon Little Mermaid from the entire experience at Disneyland. I don't know how many more times we can tell them how they're screwing up. Like how many times can we teach you this, old man? But they just keep doing it. And we just keep laughing because it couldn't happen to a worse company.